Alright, what's going on everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe and we are going for the final push. This should be, if I get lucky, I can get 100 of these hyenas in this last run. Or 100. I can get 11 of these hyenas in this last run, and yeah, we'll be set for the first 100. I'm just going to quickly throw up the current loadout I set up on Mirage, and the current loadup I set up on Cernos. Cernos is going to be my my killer here, if you will. It's going to be the thing that hurts me the most. Though it is set up, obviously, it's impact and magnetic right now. It's going to be my hardest challenge at this point. With Mirage, awesome. You know, you get all the extra Hall of Mirrors going. You're going to have the Eclipse going. I'm going to be utilizing the Prism, of course, because the Prism can go in two ways, obviously. Obviously, it does damage, you know, with the laser beams. But it's also going to stun these guys. So it'll stun the hyenas long enough for me to get a couple hits in there, hopefully. Enough to do some good damage. I'm not running Cernos with, you know, obviously Thunderbolt, as I just showed you a minute ago. I'm basically handicapping myself big time with this. So I got this at a 698 out of the 700 for the Conclave. If we can get the 11 and get through this, I'll get the credit booster and we'll be set up for the next round, which will be 100 to 200 for the emblem, the badge, if you will, the Stratos badge. And that'll be down to a 500 Conclave, so I'm going to have to do some adjusting and decide what I want to run for a 500 Conclave setup, which will definitely be a challenge. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, we'll get through this, I think, here. I think we'll be fine with my slightly advanced setup here on Mirage, and then my handicapped Cernos. I think we'll still be fine. Inevitably, I'm going to run out of bullets. I'm going to run out of arrows, whatever you want to call it. I've got no way to regenerate arrows because I don't have like carrier, I don't have ammo mutation mods, none of that. So when I do run out, I'm going to be heavily relying on the Prism, and we're going to see if the Prism is really as good as it should be. And I think that we're very surprised that it probably is. Like I said, I've always liked it. But we're going to really put it to the test in here because I'm going to run out of ammo. But really to utilize this, as you can see, it just rips through them. But as you can see, also, you know, using it for a stun, radio blind stun feature, if you will, does help with the extra crowd control in the process too. And my bad aiming, for some reason, that doesn't help in my ammo issue. For some reason, I can never get the Cernos. I can't, like I'm almost perfect with the Paris every time I shoot it, but, or obviously the Paris Prime, but the Cernos I'm not for some reason. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But I guess I haven't really done a Mirage and You in a little bit, so I guess why not do the Mirage and You, if you will, on the Hyena facility mission. So that's what we're doing. In the process, I am watching my new laptop right now. It is going through a battery calibration test, so we get the battery all calibrated properly. MSI has put some brand new features into the batteries, so it doesn't use full battery load, so it keeps the battery longer. It has a better life cycle, basically. It's a better battery management system in it, so we want to calibrate that properly. I'm slowly getting there. I'm gonna get these. I'm gonna get through this one. Hopefully, like I said, we get the 11. We get through it, and then I'll take a short break before I do the second 500 Conclave and do some more work on the laptop. I'm just taking my time, going through, getting that thing set up before I start talking to you guys about it. And I've got a couple other things that came for free with it, so I'm gonna do some unboxings, if you will. As best as I can. I don't have really good camera or anything, you know, externally that I can really do the stuff properly like many other people, but I've got a camera that I can work with, so we will do the best we can. and I'll give you full details on everything that I'm doing right now to this before I run it. Basically, what I'm looking at doing in a high-level sense is replacing, well, this laptop that I've been on for about 4 years now has been having some trouble, so I'm going to be fixing it. And once I've got it all fixed, I will have my kids using it, along with the desktop that we have, the older desktop, but because they got a lot of school projects this year, so they're going to need to be utilizing. But I'm going to get this thing all fixed properly, and they'll be using that. I've already cloned my SSD, OS, whatever you will, back to a standard hard drive, because I'll be putting a 500 gigabyte hard drive back into this and taking my SSD with me over to the new laptop. And of course, we're going to get the new laptop all set up. I've got an additional SSD that I need to put in there as well, so I'm going to be putting 2 more SSDs on top of the 2 that are already in there, removing the mechanical hard drive that's in there and making that a USB, you know, storage hard drive. And their current Intel Celeron processor laptop that I spent like $200 for 8 years ago that still runs very well, go figure. I'm going to actually clean that up and give it to a family that I know that is in need of a computer locally over here. It's not the best computer, of course, but they need a computer for their family and their kids, and so I'm going to go ahead and give that to them. And my kids, like I said, they'll get this laptop, and then I'll move into the new one. And hopefully with the new one we can do some really awesome stuff. Possibly some live streaming. Definitely, I think I'll be able to do some face cam time, since it's a 1080p face camera and the webcam on there. So the vlogs will actually be more like vlogs when I do them, I guess. We'll see. God, these things are a pain in the ass. Man, I'm glad I put the magnetic on here, but it's not really helping me out with these things right now. The impact damage is the only thing that's really helping me here. But I guess I'm glad that I got a haul of mirrors. And I've got almost no ammo. So yeah, we're going to be hitting the prism test here in a minute. But that's it. So I'm trying to, with my limited amount of time here, to get everything transferred and all my data moved and everything. It's just a pain in the butt. Multiple hard drive swaps, you know. But once it's all settled in, hopefully we'll get this all settled in by the end of the weekend. Be running on the new one. And we'll be prepared for the next couple of years with it. At least the next probably 3 to 4 years, the way I've got it configured, hopefully. But I still have room to expand it. Yes, I went laptop over desktop. I have a desktop. It's a decent enough desktop. It still does its thing. It's perfect for my wife and kids. But based on my situation, the needs, and the fact that I travel a lot, I move around a lot in my house, upstairs, downstairs. When I'm doing audio and recording things, you know, I can't be with the kids downstairs, so I do the audio recordings pretty quickly upstairs, where it's quiet, that type of thing. We need to get some ammo in here. So for me, a proper gaming laptop is the way to go. In terms of cost, I don't really have much of a cost difference for me. Based off of my need of what a desktop would be, including monitor and whatnot, the laptop works out for me. And you could be like, oh, well, but you can, you know, the specs aren't as high and all that crap. Let's not even worry about that. I've got it set up the way that I want to. It is going to work for all my recordings and everything. Everybody has their own ideas of what's good and what's bad, but we'll talk about that more in another video. Right now, just trying not to run out of ammo with my crappy ammo efficiency of the way I just randomly shoot things. I know somebody will say something about that. I know, hold it back for the full charge, trigger, all that good stuff. I'm not me. Come on. Oh, 2 more for stealth. Alright, so I just gotta hit 2 more cameras when they're not looking at me. If you ever need to run a stealth mission, all you gotta do is take out the cameras. That's how you get your stealth. So battery calibration's going on right now. We'll talk more about the new laptop and the setup and everything later. Just getting through this event. No, I did not buy a PS4. Sorry, my budget really didn't allow for the new laptop, but I've figured it out somehow to fit it in over the next. Anyway, we got the laptop, and that for me is unfortunately for the PlayStation guys. I won't be able to game with you anytime soon, but it's the need versus the want. I mean, I want a PlayStation, but I needed a computer. So. Come on. Come around the corner. Come on. Come on. Come on. If you noticed there a second ago, I used Prism to kill those 2 hyenas. Ow. Because I ran out of energy. Let's see what we got. Ooh, a rare 5 fusion core. Yeah. Run! And right through the lasers again. I always go through the lasers. Yes, of course. And we are using more advanced setups of Rage Quick Thinking. Like I said in the first video that I run, I was going to be running Rage and Quick Thinking throughout, no matter what frame I was using. I've used Ash for a while. He's already ranked 30 now, so I went back here to Mirage because I wanted to make this final one in the Mirage, and I know it's going to be the final one. And I wanted to run it solo. Got one video that I ran with Watusi last night. I'll throw that on the Night Owls gaming community channel. You guys can check that one out if you want to as well. That'll be up maybe later or tomorrow when I get through the rendering of it. Just for the fun. Oh, I went right through him and killed him instantly with that prism. Damn! Ow. Stealth done. Awesome! Yeah, you can't beat Mirage when it comes to this. If you want to take a weapon that actually sucks and make it really, really good, Mirage is the way to do it. Don't know how else to say that. Now, hopefully I'll be able to do some 1080p videos with the new laptop. Obviously, I can with the new laptop. And by the time I'm done setting it up with the different SSDs and whatnot, we should have more than enough space for games and recording to be able to make some really quality 1080p videos, which is what I'm hoping I can do for you guys. Every way I can to improve. And of course, it sets us up for other things like, you know, Borderlands pre-sequel. That will be coming to this channel. Alright, and I know a lot of you are already asking me about it. I had a number of you ask me what platform I'm getting it on. I'm getting it on PC. It's going to be through Steam. And we'll be doing a lot on that as well. Of course with Warframe, you know. And several other games that I got to get caught up on. Everything I got to get caught up on is going to happen on the new PC. But, you know, we're about a month and a half away now from Borderlands pre-sequel. That's going to be awesome. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it? And we got the 11. Yeah! So let's see what the inbox message is.
Inbox messages await the
And there's the credit booster. So we are all set with that. Round 1 is done. So next we'll go into round 2, which is going to be a 500 conclave. So stay tuned. I will have video footage on that. Please do like, comment below anytime. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.